All right, Dre, we'll start with you. Big sweep of Sacramento State. Obviously, it means a lot for the conference standings. Senior day for you guys as well. A week early, just in case. And just walk us through tonight.
We knew that they were going to come back more prepared tonight, playing a little bit harder. So we just dialed in on what we got to do to execute and get the win. And I felt like everyone was playing just hard, super hard tonight and doing their job, and we executed and got the dub.
Talk about what changed there in the second half. It seemed like Sac State was kind of hanging with you for a while, and then you guys really broke the game open. What changed?
We knew coming in, we knew as seniors there was going to be a little jitterbugs in our stomachs, so we just had to get that out the first half, then just get back to playing normal SU basketball. We knew we was 15, 20 points better than this team. We just had to come out and play hard on defense. We gave up a couple of second chance points. They got mainly their points off second chance, offensive rebounds, so we just had to crack down on little things like that.
Yeah, there's a part in the second half, you guys hit 2 quick threes and they just kind of faded away. Dre, from your point of view, what happened to Sac State there? Did you just kind of take control, kind of defensively, get stops?
Again, I think we doubled down on our defensive effort from Thursday in the second half. We're just making a lot of strides in that area of the game right now, and it's exciting to see. And then when you make a couple shots and you get stops, it's demoralizing for a team, and they kind of buckle.
For you guys, you've seen so many players get to celebrate senior day. Now it comes to be your turn. Talk to me about your thoughts and things as you were walking out. For you guys that got to see the videos of your families, what did that mean to you? Just tell me your senior day thoughts.
I haven't seen my friends or my family over around 2 years. Didn't expect a video. It really broke me when I saw it. But it was nice to see that they're still supporting me even though I'm so far away, and with COVID my family wasn't able to come, but I'm really glad I have family here and that my friends are still supporting me and all that stuff.
Yvonne, when you look at the stamp you made in this program is big. You're one of the career leaders in blocks, and you're getting up there in rebounds too. What does it mean for you that you're able to put the stamp on this program with how much you sacrificed?
I'm really proud. I'm super happy that back when I decided to go to college, and when I talked to Coach Simon and he told me he's trying to turn around a program, we knew it was going to be hard. First season, 6 wins and 20 plus losses, it was awful. And now to be at a point where I think 15-3 it's a blessing, and I'm so glad that all our hard work, it's coming to show, and super proud and grateful for SUU, and
Dre, you were part of this team too. You were one of Todd's first recruits and that kind of stuff. Seeing where you guys were to where you are now, what's the biggest difference?
Just the overall culture that we've created. We got a really disciplined team. We got guys who make sacrifices and keep the ultimate goal in perspective. And we stay humble. And I'm just like Yvonne said, I'm just honored to have been a part of it, and it's been a blessing. I couldn't have asked for a better 4 years. I grew as a man, grew as a player, and fell in love with this city.
Can you speak maybe more specifically to what changed in the culture of you guys have been here throughout the years?
From all I know is just the consistency each year has improved. The amount of guys who get in the gym on their own, watching film, doing all the little things off the court. We had back-to-back semesters 3.0 as a team GPAs, doing all the little things, and then every day in practice we compete, we go hard. There's no dog days. So I think it's just all those things just add up, and the product is on the court right now.
Yeah, John, you're one of those guys that's coming in when the culture has been, when the culture has changed. How have you tried to impact this team, impact this program the way you have coming in last year and really just starting?
I have to say, first, when I first came, how they welcomed me with open arms. From that point on, then we just always wanted to get in the gym and get better. And this year, like you said, we got guys who the coaches don't even have the text to get in the gym and work out on their own. So I think it's just a big part of maturing by yourself and taking advantage of opportunities. Like in the summer, everybody was still working out. We weren't able to be here because of COVID, and everybody stuck to their routine. And when we got here, we picked up right where we left off. Everybody was in shape. That just goes to show how bad we wanted this year.
Yeah, John, you had success today in your post game, just backing dudes down. Talk to me about how that element of your game can kind of open up some other things you can do, as well as you also made some creative plays in terms of passing from the post too. So talk to me about your post game.
I mean, we it's always been in the bag because we know, like, I'm a big guard and most guards in the league, they really small, so we know they're gonna send a double. Once you double, I mean, it's an easy advantage, you know, throw it to the person who opens. So I mean, I just got the advantage of being tall enough to throw it over the little guard. So.
And Dre, when you look at this team, how much you struggled last year shooting the three, I mean, as much as you've improved last year, obviously getting a guy like Tev helps, getting a guy like Anand Moody helps too, but I mean, you personally, how have you just gotten more confident over the year just as time goes on?
Just reps, you know, it's kind of cliche to say, but I think that's why it's a cliche. You get reps, you get confidence, and Tev stretches the floor, Moody stretches the floor, you know, I'm stretching the floor. We got a lot of dudes who so it just opens everything up. So the shots we're getting compared to last year are much more clean looks. And then you see a couple other your teammates hitting shots to give you confidence to make them too.
Yeah, obviously I have one more game left, so I don't want you to get too sentimental, but talk to me about 10, 20 years from now when you look back at your time at SU, what do you guys think that you'll remember most?
Undefeated season now.
I think it's all the little things, like times in the locker room, traveling, the hotels, even the hard times, you know, disappointing losses and then coming back, having big wins. I'm gonna miss it all, honestly. It's been a fun ride.
I think I'm gonna miss my favorite time SU is 4th of July.
Yeah.
Or when we went to the
farm.
Went to the farm, got in the pool from the intro video.
Yeah.
I mean, we bond way much more off the court than we did last year. Like, we always together every day. So I think that when you bond like that off the court, it also brings you closer on the court.
Dre, I mean, you're 6 points away from 1,000. What would that mean to you to put your stamp on this career? One of the best that we've seen in the past decade at SU.
It'll mean a lot. My most important goal right now is just, you know, winning the next game and winning a championship. But obviously, it's a milestone that I want to get, and you know, I'm looking to get it. So I'm excited.
Yeah, and Ivan, obviously, with the way the program is now, I mean, you guys set your sight on, you know, the buys in the Big Sky tournament. You're top half the conference. What does it mean to you that your goals are different now, starting from when you started here?
Wow. So our first year, we always had the underdog mentality, and now we have a target on our back. We're the team to beat. So it's a good feeling that you know that other teams look at you, that they know we're better, and they have to play their best game in order to beat us. So it's a really good feeling.
Just like you said, we got a target on our back, but we still got that underdog mentality. Because, you know, and remember, in the beginning of the year, what they had was 7. So that's in the back of our mind every game we play. We ain't forgot about that. 7.
Coach, senior day, obviously here inside the America First Event Center, big win against Sacramento State. If you'd just like to open up with an opening statement, and we will go from there.
Yeah, really proud of the guys. I mean, Sac State's a team that plays everybody tough in the league. You know, they historically have been a very good defensive team. They have toughness. You know, some unique things that you have to guard for them. And our guys did, I thought, an excellent job executing the game plan, staying with it, and playing a full 40 minutes. I was really proud of their effort on the glass, particularly the second half, and playing just a real methodical, disciplined offensive game.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the first half, I think you were losing the rebounding battle, but you came back and you won in the second half. What changed in the locker room? What did you tell your guys? What did you tell the bigs?
Yeah, I mean, it used to be one of those deals where you just fly off the handle and try to inspire them to do it. But quite frankly, with this group, it's just one of those deals like, hey guys, we talked about this. It's going to be a problem for us. Let's correct it. And they do it. They're good enough to do it. They take pride in it, and that's something, you know, that nationally we're as good as it gets on the glass, and we take pride in that every single game. So, you know, I think guys don't ever want to be out rebounded, and so they did a great job. Only 2 offensive rebounds from the second half, and one of those was knock out of bounds type of deal. So we were pretty pleased with our effort there.
Yeah, Coach, you talked about Yvonne. He's been here for so long, he's seen so much, made that decision last year to sit out so he could get some more time this year. Talk to me about what he's brought to the program over these last 5 years.
Consistent. He's consistent. He's the same guy every day. He's smart. He's here for he's in for all the right reasons. All he cares about is winning. He's going to be so successful in life. Just a great teammate. Very mature. I mean, he's not looking at the stat sheet to see, get X amount of shots, whatever. He creates so much offense that you don't get, that doesn't show up in the box score. He's the guy that's setting a flare or changing an angle or tapping the ball out. He brings so much to us that just doesn't really get credit. But it's kind of who he is, and he's okay with that because he just wants to win. Used that redshirt year to really get better. I mean, he was phenomenal during that redshirt year, and so really proud of him. He's been a guy that's going to be on the all over the SU books as a guy that's been a historic player here.
Yeah, Coach, was that a little emotional for you? A little extra emotional?
Yeah,
for
for sure.
First guy go on and graduate.
Yeah, he bought in first, and that mattered. So to see him we want to win a ring for those guys, and he's one that we'll cherish that forever if we're able to succeed. And even if we don't, I mean, we're a program now that's a factor in a championship race. And when he arrived here, and we weren't winning Division I games for a lot of years there, he was a big part of this turnaround.
When you look at a guy like Dre too, another dude that was here when you took over, just kind of one of the first, seeing him go, where do you think he ranks among the players in this program's history? I mean, he's 1,000 point scorer, he's going to be, and a guy that's, like you said, kind of bought in and started leading.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to put up numbers on bad teams, but Dre has been, a guy that's played 100+ games, put up 1,000 points. He's been doing it on teams that are winning, and regardless of what the numbers say, you can't measure the leadership, the consistency, the toughness that guy has brought to changing a culture, changing our identity, so for the past 4 years, after that first season where we really guys battled like crazy and created an identity, he kind of took it to the next level that second season and through this season. So he's been one of the all-timers here for sure.
Coach, you talked on several occasions about just how grateful you are to be able to play games. Now you only have one game left at home this season. Talk to me about how your team has kind of thrived in this unusual situation with missing games and things like that.
We have relentless enthusiasm. We talk about it all the time. We, as a staff, we want to lead the nation in relationships and enthusiasm, and we bring the juice every day. And so, not only credit to our staff for doing so, but credit to these players. I mean, you got dynamic, electric personalities, and I think these last 3 weeks, where we haven't had a Division I game in whatever how many days, almost a month. We sat there and kept staring at each other saying, we're getting better, and we're getting better, and we got better today, and we got better today. And the intensity kept ramping up, and now we're back to being a darn good defensive team in addition to being such a threat offensively. And we feel that. And to these guys' credit, they showed up every day not knowing when their next game would be, and they brought the juice every day, and that part's fun. They're having fun. This group likes to have fun. Our teams will always have fun. Maybe it's not everybody's cup of tea, but we're going to dance and get a bench warning every single game. I think our streak of bench warnings is about 150 straight games. I mean, we're going to do all that because at the end of the day, this is basketball. It's meant to be fun, and we'll teach values along the way as well. But it's our guys have fun.
Yeah, and going back to the game in the second half, it was kind of close there. It was kind of midway through, but then Harrison hits a three, Tevin hits a three. He started getting going, but you made some stops to pull away right after that. It really kind of seemed like it deflated Sac State's enthusiasm in their effort too. What did you do defensively in that moment to really just seize control of the game?
Well, our staff did a great job. Our game plan was really good to frustrate them and try to dictate the shots that we kind of wanted. And we said, if we're going to lose, let's lose this way. And it was really probably tight in there for those guys. They got some elite scorers, but they need they need space, and we just try to crowd it, and then we can contest hard and try to keep them off the line. Only 3 threes when you're playing that packed-in style makes a huge difference. And Sac State's a good team. They're well coached. He makes great adjustments. He's one of the elder statesmen in our league in terms of years, and I respect the heck out of him. So, and I really respect our guys for being able to, go 2-0 against him this year, because we haven't been able to do that.
Yeah, Coach, I wanted to ask you as well about JK. He's really upped his post-up game over these last couple games. Talk to me about how that kind of brings a new element to his game if the drive isn't working and the post might be another option.
Yeah, he's an elite post-up player. I mean, he's so bouncy, he's so strong. I mean, guys just bounce off of him. He's just so rock solid, and he doesn't, he could jump over a phone booth from inside it. I mean, he's just one of those guys that doesn't need a step, and he's at the rim. So, we just find unique ways to use him, and he makes all the right reads, which makes it even easier.
And I mean, looking at this team now, you talk about peaking at the right time. I mean, 5 guys in double figures. I mean, and when you see guys score evenly like that, and I know you talked about this on Thursday, but like how you have good D1 players across the board and how that's changed. But how important is it to have that scoring, that even scoring, especially now when you're going into thinking about the tournament time, you're thinking about the postseason and stuff that comes after that.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of been a hallmark, especially these last 4 years. And we always have a lot of double-digit scores. We have a lot of guys, a lot of weapons, and it's hard to take guys away that way. And our guys aren't selfish, and they know that this guy's got the hot hand. He's going to get it. If we can make an extra and someone else gets going, there's no counters. No one's counting and don't care. They just want to play. And then you got guys like D. Barnes is averaging probably over a point a minute on the season. He's just a monster weapon. He only gets 5 minutes today because that first crew's going. And it's a blessing and the curse to have this many good players, because you got very good players that are maybe not getting the minutes they could. But I don't think anyone cares. They just want to win, and that's why we got a chance.
And I know players mention all the time, you're so grateful to be playing. And I know it's people say, well, that's cliche, but it doesn't feel like a cliche anymore, especially with the way when you missed so many games. How important is that mentality, saying, hey, we're grateful to be playing, we're so just thankful to be on the court today?
Yeah, and that gratitude extends to our administration, the university, the top down, the training staff. I mean, you have a lot of people pitching in to make a non-traditional season like this work. And then the sacrifice that these athletes have to make, in their own personal lives in order to stay the course, is a credit. But across the board, and this is a team effort in order to get one of these games off. And we've always believed in having an attitude of gratitude in our program, and we have genuine individuals that really feel that way. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. And with Portland State and AU coming up, obviously 2 teams that might be the bottom towards the standing. I won't say difficult, but how important is it to not overlook a team, especially now?
Yeah, everyone in this league's dangerous. You just don't know. The year's a roller coaster. Maybe someone's lost a few games because someone was out with COVID. It's so hard to see. Sometimes the records can be deceiving, and you have to respect every. We got to win the next 4 minutes. That's all we're really focused on, and then we'll figure it out from there. And that's kind of been our thing throughout.
Perfect. Thank you.